The art of unemployment.
I'm 34.
34? Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker.
Yo! What do you mean you're a risk taker? Do you mean you do trading? Do you mean you gamble? Like, imagine seeing somebody on the street and you ask them, bro, what do you do, bro? I'm a risk taker, bro. That is the craziest answer I ever heard anybody say ever.
I'm a road runner.
Unemployment. It's no longer just
I'm a road runner, yo.
about not having a job. It's a way of living.
Oh my God.
Maximizing unproductivity and really just enjoying life. We live in a generation where unemployment is really the final goal. Okay, nobody wants to work a 9 to 5 no more.
Even if you look in history, most people, they don't want to work. Yes, you may get a job, but the whole point of having a job is that you're going to retire one day. Like, that's the whole basis of everything. So you cannot say people don't want to work. Yes, people want to work, but the main goal is to retire. Nobody just like want to work for their whole life. Facts.
Which, you know, will probably have some repercussions in the future. Because what happens if you need to go get your car fixed and the best you're going to get is a sports bettor or a damn Twitch streamer? Me personally, I'm escaping the matrix.
Why this guy would send a shot like that? Why on earth would he send shots to us like that, bro? You guys not stream on Twitch, Gael? I'm in Africa, bro. So for me to be streaming on Twitch, that's the only way. That's the only way out. You either become a musician or a streamer or a YouTuber or something like that. That's the only way to make it in my country, bro. So you cannot say, oh, bro, this and that, this and that. That's my only way out.
Fixed and the best you're gonna get is a sports bettor or a damn Twitch streamer. Me personally, I'm escaping the matrix. Day trading, crypto, fucking NFTs, all of that. But with the amount of gambling videos I've seen, I've got genuine worry for this generation, bro. The sheer amount of debt that's gonna be built up just because of this image. I'll see.
Yeah, the OGs know, yeah, the OGs know, bro. Why would you quit today when tomorrow can be the day you win?
Y'all at the annual Squid Games, bro. Okay, now I mentioned being unemployed is going beyond the job status. Because I think it's more about how you spend those jobless hours. Because you could be unemployed and, you know, still be locked in, day trading, crypto, all of that. Or you could be playing around with Saratoga bottles and damn bananas because you saw a funny internet meme. Now, before you think I'm judging you, which I am,
you corny, my boy. You lame.
I gotta admit that we all be demonstrating unemployed behavior. I mean, you might be a little too tapped in with the John Pork and Tim Cheese law, or really any other niche internet meme.
Tung 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 sahur.
And we call this kind of behavior being unemployed because they just have way too much free time. And all this time they spend gallivanting around, you have to think they surely have some time to make some money. But who am I to judge you? Go enjoy your life. There's always time to escape the matrix later.
Facts.
But you should know better than anyone if you're just out here devouring your minutes. For example, if you're finding time in your day to prepare and eat coleslaw. We need a couple of y'all to start taking one for the team. We can't all be Twitch streamers and barbers, okay? Someone has to work them oil rigs. And what's 3 barbers on each street gonna do for me, okay?
Yeah,
I need a house to be built, not a look. But maybe we'd have more employed people if the process of getting a job wasn't such a damn grueling process. I'm gonna show you some shit that might be a jump scare for some of y'all. You ready?
Wait, is he gonna give the job application picture? You know, I've been seeing that on IG. Like you're scrolling reels, you see a funny reel, and you're waiting for maybe a crazy outcome, and they just show you the job application, yo. Is this the one which is gonna be coming? Don't tell me.
Ooh, job
I know
application.
it. I know it. Yo, I'm too smart for these guys, yo.
The whole process of getting a job, you gotta make some fuck-ass resume. And if you don't have any experience, that shit's just gonna look like this. And can someone tell me why entry-level jobs be...
Yo, imagine they ask that guy, like, what is your skills? And the guy say, I can make it happen, yo. There's no way. There's no way.
Application. The whole process of getting a job, you gotta make some fuck-ass resume. And if you don't have any experience, that shit's just gonna look like this. And can someone tell me why entry-level jobs be asking for experience?
Dude, you are the experience.
The damn job paradox. How am I meant to get experience if I need experience to get experience? And after making your resume, you have to go on like Indeed or something and just look for a job that doesn't look like modern day slavery.
I'm unemployed right now, but I'm about to work at this job, this factory down the street, $6 an hour, full time.
And after shooting like 400 applications, you settle for one interview, you got at McDonald's. And now the interview has to be the worst part, because you gotta pull up in a suit and tie to an O-block McDonald's. And you gotta act like a stand-up guy and try not to say some dumb.
I just graduated from home last year ago. My degree in walking fish with a minor in water in the snow because I mop air. I'm also a dentist that fixes feet at the vet when I'm wide asleep. So I think this job would be pretty good for my mom since she doesn't have kids.
And what I hate about interviews, bro, is that dumbass question they always be asking.
Why do you want to work here?
Yeah, because it's always been my lifelong dream to work in your rundown McDonald's, nigga. No!
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Okay, I just seen some
Yo, am I the one who believe if I went to a job interview, I'll be completely honest. I cannot be, oh, bro, I always dream about working. Now I'll be like, yo, nigga, I need money, bro. I need money bad. And matter of fact, bro, if you got any remote job, man, help me out, bro. Help me out. Nah, I'm trolling.
And it looks like it's not that hard to get a job anymore. Now hiring someone that doesn't goon during work hours. Who the fuck did they have hired before this?
It goes to the goon. It goes to the goon. Look at the car.
But if you have to or want to go through that whole process, yeah, good luck, gang. But one thing I want to say is please, and I really stress, please don't be that nigga that thinks having a job makes them better or something. Bro, these archetypes who constantly complain about their jobs, yet be the first ones to tell you to go get a job when you're demonstrating some unemployed behavior. You're hating on happiness.
Yeah, that is true, bro. That is true. Sometimes I've been meeting with the people I studied in high school with. They all got a job, they all got a uni. And when they ask me, I tell them I stream. They're trying to act as if they're better than me some way because, you know, they got a job or something. Like, bro, I don't know why you think you're better than me because you got this job, bro. You already make $200 a month. Like, why you acting as if you Elon Musk now? Why you act as if you're trying to be my parent, trying to give me advice, bro? Stop giving me advice. God damn, bro.
Bro, you hating ass niggas look like Squidward. You see, I've worked 2 jobs in my life. The first one, I worked as an underwater ceramics technician. And the way I still have literal nightmares about that job. I want reparations for each of those shifts I worked. All of the stress that has accumulated. Years, I'm telling you, years have been taken off my life from those dreams.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. People, they be lying about their jobs. Yo, you ask them, yo, what you do, bro? I work in my marketing department where I be helping people, guiding them, you know. And the guy literally works as a sign. The guy is literally a mascot. And he gonna tell you he works in the marketing or something like that, bro. Be honest, bro. I'm a mascot, bro. If you got a job, you should not be ashamed of it. I'm not gonna lie, though.
Don't work there anymore. And I still dream about it, bro.
What more do you want from me?
And in the periods that I've been unemployed, I just feel like I took advantage of it. You gotta cherish every single one of those moments, man, because I promise you, sooner or later, we'll all be gone. Just knowing you have to get up for a shift or you have a shift later in the day, it can kill the vibe of the whole day, I promise you. You can just be chilling. And the realization hits. But you know, somebody telling you to get a job, they might just be looking out for you. Okay, don't start sending images like this. Bro, you just lazy. And to all the unemployed out there, is the Minecraft movie really that funny? Yeah, he said chicken jockey in a funny way, but does it ever warrant this reaction?
Oh my god.
Gang,
Be honest, you have any of you guys ever watched the Minecraft movie? I'm not gonna lie, though, if you got to a point where you watch that, you should get a job. Facts.
is that a live chicken? Man, we were supposed to have flying cars by now. The unemployed have just had a field day with this damn movie, bro. And not to be the fun police or nothing, but imagine working at one of these cinemas and having to clean this shit up.
Damn. Chat, I would quit, bro. Fuck that job, nigga. Fuck it. I would quit. I'm not doing this, bro. Hell nah.
Yo, we gotta look out for all of the people that are stuck in the infinite job cycle. I promise you they don't wish for that life. So don't be the guy that chucks 3 buckets of popcorn and mysterious liquids all over the floor. Just for, you know, a little giggle. We gotta look out for each other, man. The employed gotta look after the unemployed gotta look after the employed. If we fail to do this, society will collapse as we know it. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there as you watch society fall? No, you're gonna get up. You're gonna stand up and you're gonna fight for what you believe in. But do you really get what I'm trying to say, though?
No.
We need the employed, but I don't want to be employed, so I'm gonna make it easier for them. The minority you just paid to deliver pizza to your address during a hurricane.
Facts, bro. Facts. We need people to work jobs. We need people to clean cars. We need people to work in mines. We need everything in this life for the society to keep going. Let's say, for example, in the jungle, we got predators and we got preys. That's how the food chain works. So we also need people who are gonna be employed. We need people to get jobs. Facts. We also need people to start business. Facts. We need people to make music. Facts. We need people to be thieves. I'm trolling. But my point is, when people say, oh, don't get a job, you know, all these guys, they be like, oh, don't get a job, don't go to university. No, I'd be like, bro, we need them. We need people like that. We need doctors. We need engineers. We need everything this life.
Cane, tip him a little bit. Instead of telling the person that's making your food to just put the fries in the bag, how about you give him some nice words? The employed and the unemployed, united. But it's time to admit it, being unemployed is not all sunshine and rainbows.
Facts.
Yes, I don't have the responsibility of a job, but I am so lonely. Me aside, don't trick yourself into believing you're not a fucking loser, okay? Because Googling top 5 side hustles to get rich quick is not being locked in. You know what, let me stop being a hater. Because look, what you're doing is really smart, but it's also really dangerous because you're convincing yourself that you're not a loser, when in reality, yeah, you are. Alright, real quick, let me bring back this guy from the intro.
Nah, this guy is crazy.
I'm a risk taker.
You mean you're a risk taker? You lose $50 a week off parlays. Let's keep it a buck. But there's really 2 types of unemployed people.
$50 of parlays weekly, bro. Oh, I'm a risk taker, bro. I take risk. What risk, my guy? What risk? You know, I've been watching some gambling streams. People, they be risking like 5 Gs. On God. And this guy say, oh, bro, I'm a risk taker because he just put like some parlay on Lakers for you to lose. Like, bro, I don't think that make you unique, bro. It doesn't.
The ones that gaslight themselves into believing they're onto something.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay. Do you have any businesses we could be on the lookout for?
No, just not right now.
There's no way. There's no. Yo. This is unemployment at its best. Bro, I'm a musician. Do you have any music yet? No. How? Bro, I'm a parent. Do you have a kid? Do you have kids now? No. Like, I don't want to hate on women because, you know, we're streaming on Twitch on 2x Gael and don't want to get banned. Because I want to make big things out of my streaming career, bro. I want to be big to the level I want to change a lot of people's lives, bro. You see what can I be doing? I want to triple, quadruple, quadrillion triple. Why would I do 10,000 when I can get to 20,000, bro? But yo, this lady, she caught me off guard. It's crazy.
And 2, the ones that are so far gone, they just fully embrace it and are damn near prideful about it. Okay, let me elaborate. The first type will have some philosophical reason for not wanting a job. Like they'll say, how are you gonna let someone define how much my hour is worth? Just say you lazy, bro. Here are some quick signs that you're this person. 1, if you ever refer to the government as Big Brother. 2, if you sign up to online courses instead of getting a job. And 3, if the word matrix just unironically comes out of your mouth.
Why would you give Andrew Tate that? Yeah.
Online courses instead of getting a job. And 3, if the word matrix just
Why would you do Andrew Tate like this, bro? God damn, bro. Why would you the top G, bro? He's the top G. He's the top G. Why you do him like that, bro? Try, let's be honest. Don't you guys think this guy went too far?
ironically comes out of your mouth. But hey, maybe you got something going on that my mind-controlled slave brain just can't comprehend. Okay, and for the second one, these people are just too far gone. Employment is nothing more than a nightmare to these people. The word job gives them physical pain. You tell these people to get a job and they'll have a visceral reaction. Peep the vocab. The only jobs these people want to be associated with involve feet. I gotta apologize to these people though for not censoring the word work and job. I know this is considered a slur for you guys, so...
Yeah, J word. Never say J word around me. You get punched in the face, facts.
My deepest apologies. Oh yeah, and yes, we're gonna ignore my month disappearance. Will it happen again? Most likely. But community Discord server, go talk to me. I'll be active on there.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. Join up my Discord. Join up everything, bro. This was a really good video, bro. This was a really good video. Shout out to Sandon. He deserves a like and a sub. Facts, 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 facts.